Well,
everything they do is of this type.
Well, again, just watching Supreme Court nominations over the decades, that's the number one thing, that they're impartial and that they're going to follow the Constitution. But here she is admitting, oh, I decide cases on what I believe in, and we know she's a gun grabber, and so that memo right there, she should be disqualified.
And I think that's the attitude of the now Justice Sotomayor as well. I mean, she would express the opinion that, well, judges make law. Well, what does that mean when you're in a constitutional context? I take it that means that she thinks that she can make or unmake different provisions of the Constitution, which is clearly contrary to the whole theory of constitutional jurisprudence.
Well, why even have a Congress why even have a president if the Supreme Court can do everything for us?
Well, that's right. They become the super legislature, in fact, superior to Congress, because they can write constitutional decisions that, according to them, control what Congress can do. It puts themselves in a fantastic position, in fact, superior to the people, because for the people to change the Constitution, we have to go through the rather involved process under Article 5 of getting all of those three-quarters of the states through their legislatures or conventions to agree to some constitutional change. Whereas in the Supreme Court, 5 votes out of 9 does it.
Plus, if they say the Constitution is whatever they say it is, it doesn't matter if we pass an amendment. They would just basically exercise a veto.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They may tell us what our amendment means, and it may be something quite different from what we thought it meant.
But let's go back to the psychological question, the hubris or the arrogance. Why would they bring somebody forward who is the worst candidate that I've ever seen in history for the Supreme Court? I mean, she has no qualifications.
Well, number one, she's going to be there for a very long time. They want their kind of person there, so she fits. And she fits from the point of view of ideology. And maybe also it's to show us that they can get away with anything they want to in very brazen fashion, because she is relatively outspoken in terms of these ideological proclivities. So you add all of that up. But I think the real reason was she's someone who's going to be there quite a long time, and she fits the ideological mold perfectly. And she's apparently perfectly willing to exercise that ideology no matter what the Constitution may say.
But doesn't this just further discredit the court?
Well, yes, I guess it does, but you tell me whether the court hasn't already been discredited beyond salvation at this point in time. I mean, I spent years litigating cases in the Supreme Court before Sotomayor or Kagan came on the court, and I learned a long time ago that we were not going to restore the constitutional foundations of this republic through the Supreme Court of the United States.
So what do? We have the constitutional crisis. It's happened before, as you know, where the Congress, because it controls the money, starts really exercising power and cuts the money off to them? I mean, what do you do?
Well, I think we have to go through the states, number one, because it has to be a legislative solution here and not a judicial solution. As a practical matter, it's just too difficult to bring large numbers of these issues through. The judicial system just takes too long, and then the courts try to limit the extent of the questions that are presented, and then they give you opinions that are insufficient, whatever. It has to be a legislative solution, and it has to come through the states, because Congress right now is a wasteland. I think you will end up with a constitutional crisis. You're going to come up to a situation where some significant number of states are taking one route, and Congress, perhaps backed by some of the other states, are taking another route, and the people are going to have to weigh in on one side or the other, and we can just keep our fingers crossed it'll be on the right side.
I agree. This was a short segment, long segment coming up. He writes for newswithviews.com. Got a lot of great books. We'll tell you about some of those, how you can get them and educate yourself before he leaves us. And he's also, I think, one of the most powerful presenters in Don't Tread on Me, Rise of the Republic, available on DVD at Infowars.com, and you will see it first on the web this afternoon, coming up in a few hours at PrisonPlanet.tv. We'll be right back.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about the Silver Lungs Generator. Now you can produce pure and endless colloidal silver and deliver the solution directly into the bloodstream by breathing the solution through the lungs. The respiratory system is the first line of defense for airborne pathogens and viruses. The Silver Lungs Generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced nano-silver solutions and also delivers the silver nanoparticles instantly into the bloodstream. With continued legislation threatening the sale of nano-silver products, you can now produce pure and endless colloidal silver with the Silver Lungs generator. Very easy to follow, step-by-step instructions are provided, making production fast and simple. Go to www.silverlungs.com today and learn more about the breakthrough technology of the Silver Lungs generator. That's www.silverlungs.com. Hi folks, this is Alex Jones asking you for a minute of your time to tell you about soap. Not detergents, but good old-fashioned pure soap made by the Cal-Ben Soap Company, a family-owned and operated American company. My family, staff, friends, and radio listeners are constantly telling me how much they love these products for bath, hair, laundry, and dishes. There is nothing like these factory-direct, big money-saving, triple-concentrated soaps anywhere. Get a free detailed catalog by calling 800-340-7091 or see them online at 5starsoap.com or Infowars.com. Let's talk to the owner of 5 Star Soap, Marty Schachter, and see what he has to say.
As founder and owner for over 63 years, people keep asking me, how's business? I'm happy to say our business is going down the drain. Call us at 1-800-340-7091. Visit our website, 5starsoap.com, for buying our 1 to 2 month soap sampler. Thank you.
Everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those little bottles of hand gel that kill germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Did you know that once the alcohol evaporates in a few seconds, goodbye effectiveness? No more protection till you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not contain alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and for our friends in medicine, kills C. diff, along with a whole host of viruses and bacteria, molds and fungus too. It's even safe around pets and children. You'll love how your skin feels with PureWorks, soft and supple. No more dry skin. Here's to a little peace of mind knowing that your hands are still germ-free hours later. Call now, toll-free, 888-245-0300 to get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. That's 888-245-0300.
We got a long way to go and a short time to get there, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a bunch of questions on states' rights, how to take this country back. With his historical research, Dr. Edwin Vieira's view on if he thinks we have a fighting chance or not, why the globalists are moving so fast. But right now, let's get to a few of your calls that have been patiently holding. Bud in Georgia, you're on the air. Go ahead, sir.
Alex, you there?
Yes, I am.
Hey, I am a retired person from a very large delivery company that drives brown trucks, and I was assigned to help clean up my company's property at the hurricane. And in doing so, I was there 2 weeks. In doing so, I don't think people really understand what martial law is. There was the regular army, not reserves, regular army patrolling the streets. We could not go to our area until after daylight. We had to be off the area by 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. We were escorted to the area where we were cleaning up. And during that time, they were constantly walking the streets, monitoring everything. And we were told when we left our building, which was about 60 miles away, that the only thing we could have in our pockets, they gave us a lunch to take with us. The only thing we could have in our pockets were our driver's license and our DOT card, which was required by the government. Patrolling the area, we were in there to salvage our vehicles and things like that. But while we were in there, you start seeing these regular troops on a regular basis walking their routes. And I was approached by one. Matter of fact, I got my picture made with 4 of them in full combat. Everything. I had my picture made, and I still have that. I was approached by one, came up to me and said, if I see anybody that looks like he's going to be looting or looks like he might have a weapon, to come and get him, that he wanted me to come get him personally, that he wanted to take him out, that they had orders to take anybody out that was looting or had a weapon.
And then they went and confiscated citizens' guns who were high and dry. And we've had military call in that talked about witnessing the police with chains ripping the doors off jewelry stores and dragging safes out. Did you see, and it was also on the news, the police looting Walmart. Did you see any of that?
No, I'm sorry I didn't see that.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't see it. Well, God bless you, sir. I appreciate that call. For those that just joined us, those are some leftover callers from previous hour when we were taking calls from people that witnessed what martial law is like. Going back to Dr. Edwin Vieira, shifting gears, I wanted to ask you this question. During the break, I was saying, why are they so bold? Why are they moving so fast? And you said they're running out of time. Recap that in your own words, because you've got some faith. You think people are waking up.